When Scream first came out, it was a defining film upon its release and has since changed the whole horror genre. It was a self-referential film that didn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time didn't turn into the now ever present parodies that it somewhat created. It's a film that took risks, shown by killing off the supposed main character in the opening minutes. It also had the twist of two killers before that became a trope rehashed by many more films thereafter. So many people were cautious when hearing the news that such an iconic franchise was going to get a reimagining on the small screen, especially after they tried to bring the franchise back from the dead once before, and the general consensus of that was no one really cared. How exactly could you take the slasher film format and translate that into a 12-part weekly television series? Quite well, it would seem, as Scream the Show is really something special. Airing on MTV in the US and available to stream on Netflix here in the UK, Scream takes all the best bits from its inspiration and adds on the foundations set by the film. As with the movie, being self-referential throughout could have become tiresome, and with the show having the extra task of actually referencing the film that it's based on as well, could have definitely been an added stigma for the show. But luckily, it does all of this with ease and a slightly refreshing take that just adds to the show's charm. With the show being under the MTV banner, you might think that all of the characters' personalities would be sidelined just to become stereotypes. While at first there is an element of that, with characters seemingly being the one-dimensional popular girl, broody new kid, and the quote-unquote nerd. But the show manages to flesh them out and make you care, and with having the task to keep audience interest to tune back week after week, that is a very integral piece to the large puzzle that makes Scream so much more than just a slasher fic on TV, as not every single episode will be the bloody slashery goodness that we all tuned in for in the first place. The first season had a tough task working in its own right, which is why I personally feel as though season 2 is an absolute triumph. It's not so much focused on who the killer is this time, more so what the effect of the first season has had on them as people, and how exactly a character would cope with that sort of tragedy. So with an upcoming Halloween special and a third season still unclear, the question isn't why you should be watching Scream, it's why not.